So, as we all know, the Chicago Blackhawks are an absolutely horrific hockey team. So, I'm going to be giving Connor Bedard actual teammates to play alongside of in the form of P. Shorzy at a 97 overall on the first line with Bedsy. We got Bendover on the back end as a 96 overall defensive defenseman. And between the pipes, we have the best goaltender of all time in LaPecca Pasta at a 99 overall. But that is not it. We are also going to be adding to this team every single season. We do not win the Stanley Cup. I'm going to head to the wheel, spin it, whatever team we land on. I'm allowed to choose one player from that franchise, add that player to the Chicago Blackhawks, then rinse and repeat until we finally win Chicago a Stanley Cup with Connor Bedard. This might be a lot easier than previously I thought. We were 11-3 to start the year, kind of cooled off a little bit at 14-6-3, but it's still a very good record for a pretty poor roster in all honesty. Already, the Blackhawks are a 50-win hockey team, and we didn't even add anybody else yet. Just Shorzy, Bedard, Bendover, and Pekka getting it done. 51, 22, and 9. 111 points on the season for the entire NHL. Only Colorado was better. They had 55 wins, so pretty sizable gap there, but Chicago now immediately skyrockets to the top and are one of the Stanley Cup contenders alongside Toronto, Dallas, Winnipeg, Vancouver. No surprise here as P. Shorzy put up 49 goals and 91 points leading the Blackhawks. Bedard, he had 80 himself. Tyler Bertuzzi was pretty good. Ryan Donato actually had a 65-point season, which is something I definitely did not expect to see. Also 22 goals. Ilya Mikheyev scored 24 and Frank Nazar 28. So the Blackhawks were firing this season as Pekka Pasta 41, 16, and 8, 5 shutouts and a 918 save percentage. Cale Makar is going to lead the NHL in scoring. He had 115 points. First defenseman to win the Art Ross in how long? We got Nathan MacKinnon up there at 112. Mitch Marner was good. Pasternak carrying the Bruins as per always. And he's also going to have the most goals at 65 on the year. McKinnon would end up with 64. We got Austin Tummy Matthews up there. P. Shorzy, he's not in prime form yet. Only 49 goals. I will expect him to probably score 60 multiple times throughout this video. And for the goaltenders, Pekka Pasta didn't lead in wins. He was 5 behind Mackenzie Blackwood. He had 41. Very good number, though, for shutouts. Jacob Markstrom led the way with 9. And for the best save percentage, that would end up being Logan Thompson, who had a 923 on the Caps. Our playoff run begins in round 1 against a very good team in the Dallas Stars, so we might be first round exits, but this is a fantastic season to build upon as we move forward in the sim. Not even gonna lie, we're putting up a pretty damn good fight. Tied 2-2 in the series up against the Stars in a pivotal game number 5 that we do win, and now we can head to Dallas, potentially eliminating the Stanley Cup contending Stars in 6 games. First period, 1-0 lead. We got Dickinson getting us on the board. Second period, a 2-0 lead. Joe Veleno, and right now, Pekka Pasta has a 2-goal advantage in the third period. It is wraps for the Dallas Stars. They're going to get Blackhawked in the first round by Chicago. 9 minutes to go. We get a power play. Can we get anything on the Blackhawks? Do not score in the PP. It does not matter, though. Do not worry. Do not fear. LaPecca Pasta is here, and he is going to be winning Game 6 for the Chicago Blackhawks. We now move on to face Colorado in round number 2. Another tough team. We win Game 1, win Game 2 as well. If we go all the way in season number 1, what do we even do as we have the Colorado Avalanche on the ropes? We just swept them in the second round of the playoffs. And now in the conference finals, our toughest task to date, the Edmonton Oilers. Let's see what we can do. We lose Game 1, 5-0. Thankfully, we replied in Game 2 with a 3-2 victory heading into Edmonton. We actually shut them out, and a potential to go up 3-1 in the series. No, okay, it's going to be a close series. High 2-2 up against Edmonton in the conference finals. We lose Game 5, head into Game 6 with our season now on the line. Game 6 time, season on the line, down 1-0 after the first period. Adam Henrique is going to score on Pekka Pasta. Oh no, Leon Draisaitl pots too. And we get eliminated in the conference finals by my Edmonton Oilers. Tyler Bertuzzi was our leading scorer come playoff time. How the hell did we made it this far? I mean, Shorzy, 6 goals and 12 points. He was pretty decent. Connor Bedard was basically invisible. What about Pekka Pasta? I mean, he had a 924. That's probably the biggest reason we made it as far as we did. Washington would go on, defeat my Oilers in Game 7 of the Cup Finals to win Ovi, I guess, his final Stanley Cup of his NHL career. Nathan MacKinnon is going to win the Ted Lindsay and the Hart Trophy despite the Art Ross going to Cale Makar, as well as the Norris. Maurice Richard would go to Pasta. We got the Conn Smythe going to Ovi, the Vezina to Logan Thompson, and the Selke to Connor McDavid. We are officially back on the wheel yet again for the first time in this video, spinning it. What team are we going to land on, and who are we going to be adding to the Chicago Blackhawks? The Pittsburgh Penguins. Beautiful. The perfect team to start off with. This one was a pretty unanimous choice. Sid the Kid Crosby at a 95 overall. Welcome to Chicago. Now, we are going to have to trade a player back. I think I'm just going to give up one of these bum players. How about Frank Nazar? Scored 28 goals last season. We don't need you this year. We now have the ability of throwing Connor Bedard on the wing. I mean, the dude can't win draws anyway, so Sid down the middle with Shorzy and Bedsy as his line mates are going to be absolutely lethal on that first line. A 95, 87, and 97. Chicago honestly had a pretty similar season to last year, 51-30 and 103 points, second in our division, and we would end up being a top 5 team in the league. Tampa Bay, they won 58 games, so we got to look out for the Lightning. Luckily, we don't have to play them till the Cup Finals. Sid and P. Shorzy put in that work, baby. Shorzy with 61 goals, Crosby at 106 points, Bedsy 35 goals and 90 points himself. He's not going to be the star of this video, but I mean, he's still going to win the Stanley Cup eventually, right? And Dover had 23 goals as a D-man, also 55 points, right? And Donato was decent. Bertuzzi was all right. Pekka Pasta had a 920 alongside 8 shutouts and a 42-win regular season. Nikita Kucherov, the second best Russian of all time. There, I said it. 128 points, leading the league in goal scoring, or should I say point scoring. Speaking of Braden Point had 114. Shorzy was up there, as well as Leon, McDavid. Mikko Rantanen was producing for the Dallas Stars. On the goal side, Shorzy will lead the way with 61 tucks on the season. We got Kucherov with 55. Leon had 52. McKinnon 49. Matthews only 46. Jack Eichel was up there with 42 points, or 42 goals, I should say. Vasilevsky and Stuart Skinner are going to tie in the lead in wins for goalies, both having 43. Pekka Pasta was literally one behind them, could potentially tie them, but he would tie for the most shutouts in the league alongside Ottinger, Sorokin, and Logan Thompson. We get to play the Winnipeg Frauds in round number 1. Playoff Hellebuck is a goaltender you do want to face come playoff time, so hopefully we can exploit him and again have another deep playoff run. We are down 3-2 up against the Jets. I mean, it's been a close series back and forth thus far. It was tied 2-2. We lost game 5, so now in Winnipeg, we got to go in that barn and get the job done. First period, 1-1 tie. Ehlers and Nick Foligno. Second period, a 2-2 tie. No Shorzy goal, which is honestly kind of crazy. Crosby doesn't have one in this game. Neither does Bedard, so our entire top line has not been producing. And thus because of that, we're at a 2-2 standstill at Winnipeg. 5 minutes to go in this third period. Can the Chicago Blackhawks pull this out of their ass and force a Game 7 back in United Center? Playoff hockey, Game 6 in Winnipeg. We got a tie game here in overtime. Next goal is the winner. We got to try to drag them back to Chicago for a Game 7. Shorzy using that back at you. Ben, get in there, Ben. Bend over, Red Rover. That's offside on the play. All right, here we go in overtime. There we go, Shorzy. We got attribute effects, 10 out of 10. 2-on-1 over Connor Bedard. Oh, why'd he try to pull off the Forsberg? Come on, Bedsy. Just put it in the back of the net, buddy. Why are you trying to go fancy there? We're in overtime. Ehlers walking in. Oh, my God. Bend over. The monster that he is, galloping up the ice. Over to Connor Bedard. Bedard waiting. Why? Why is Ben just absolutely whipping a backhander on net there? Also, why is he wearing the number 67? I gave him number 99. Oh no, Kyle Connor gets laid the hell out by Connor Murphy. Here we go. Another 2-on-1 with Bedard. Murphy shooting. Hellebuck will glove it down. Bedard straight up just got too fancy, man. Pulling out a Forsberg in overtime when he could have just shot it by playoff Hellebuck. I know he wanted to be the hero, but just a little too fancy at this time in the game. Oh, that's a bad turnover. Donato, goal Perfetti. Getting board play by Tyler Bertuzzi. Oh my God, Perfetti's on PEDs. Ain't no way he's throwing around Bertuzzi like that. I refuse to believe it. All right, Perfetti moves on over to Nino Niederreiter. A little bit of sloppy hockey right now being played, but another 2-on-1. Vlasic shooting. No shot to be had, unfortunately. All right, we got to get our top guns back out there once we get a chance here. Once we regain possession of the puck. We got to make a change. We got to get Shorzy, Bedard, and Crosby back out there. I don't care if they don't have any energy. I do not care. Delayed penalty. Uh-oh, we are headed to the power play. All right, we got a power play. We got to do something here. We got to capitalize on this. Connor Bedard over to Shorzy, finding Bend over, Red Rover. There we go. Let him take over as Ben will send this series to a Game 7 in the United Center. We are not done yet. The Blackhawks entering the third have a 3-1 lead. Shorzy, Teravainen, and Jason Dickinson. Unbelievable. Now we just need Pekka Pass to shut the door and eliminate the Jets in round number 1. That is exactly what we will do. We now play the Dallas Stars in round number 2. Another tough team. Man, the matchups in the West are an absolute bloodbath. There's like 4 or 5 solid teams that pretty much any single season could beat us right now. Luckily, we are tied 2-2 with Dallas. We win Game 5, head into a Game 6 with a potential of going back to the conference finals. First period, 2-0 lead. Foligno and Teravainen. Second period, up 3-1. Thank you, Connor Bedard. And we are back in the conference finals. So now in the conference finals, we play Edmonton yet again. That was a team that beat us last season. We lose the first 2 games. Not looking too great for the Blackhawks. Win Game 3. Can we win Game 4 as well? We do. We shut them out in back-to-back games. Win Game 5. Put them on the brink of elimination, and we could potentially advance to the Cup finals. First period. Oh my God, the Oilers strike. We are within striking reach, though. It is only a 1-goal game. 15, there we go. Jason Dickinson will tie it up on Stuart Foreskin Skinner, but Zach Hyman retaliates on Pekka Pastor. Connor Murphy. All right, we got a barn burner. Back and forth game. Crosby on the power play, giving the Blackhawks the lead. 7 minutes to go in this third period. Can we shut the door, please? Yes, we will. The Blackhawks are headed back to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in a decade. And now in the Stanley Cup Finals, funny enough, it's a rematch of 2015. A decade ago, the Blackhawks were beating the Lightning in, I think, 6 games, potentially it was. It's time for a repeat. Well, we got ourselves in a hole, down 3-2 to the Lightning here in game number 6. They're trying to get their lick back off of 2015. First period, a 1-1 tie. Ryan Donato, low-key's a goal scorer. Second period, oh my God, the floodgates have opened. Crosby and Shorzy both striked in that second period. And right now, we got a multi-goal lead in the third. We got to sit back, relax, and watch Pekka Pasta do absolute greatness. 4 minutes, 3 minutes remaining. Can we force a Game 7 back in Tampa Bay? The Chicago Blackhawks will now play for a winner-take-all Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Finals. It all comes down to this. Game 7, Stanley Cup Finals. First period, Braden Point and Nikita Kucherov, both on Pekka Pasta. Second period, all right, it's back to a 1-goal game. We are definitely not out of it. Tampa Bay mostly has dominated this game. No, Jake Gensel on the power play in a Game 7. Third period, we're down by 2, and things are not looking too great for the Blackhawks. Wait a minute. Alex Martinez makes it a 1-goal game. 7 hard miles to go. Come on, Chicago. You guys are not out of it yet. I believe in this team. We are not out of it yet. 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in the third period. Why is Donato on that first line center? Why is it not Sid? We got Bertuzzi, Shorzy, and Donato. What's going on? Oh, no. Chafee. Nice save, Pekka. Beautiful save by Pekka Pasta. Another great save again. Okay, we got to get our first line out here. Get the first line out. Oh, my God. What is going on? Chicago, pick up the puck. What are we doing? I gotta be honest, I don't even know what happened there. Sid the Kid Crosby went insane in the playoffs. 11 goals, 37 points, led our team. Shorzy at 13 and 33. Connor Bedard, 16 goals, 32 points. That first line was outstanding. And Pekka Pasta had a 928, so we can't blame him either. Everybody did their job. It was just when push came to shove, we were not ready. Kucherov's going to win the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Shorzy, the Maurice Richard. The Norris will go to Cale Makar. Conn Smythe, Braden Point. Vasi will win the Vezina. And Sasha Barkov, the Selke. It is wheel time yet again as we spin it and hopefully add another piece to the Chicago Blackhawks. Hopefully, this will put us over the edge. I mean, we've been close. And now we go to the Nashville Predators and are allowed to choose one player from that squad. The Predators do have a few interesting choices. I mean, we could take Forsberg as a winger. Roman Josi could be a good D partner for Ben Dover, so I think I'm going to go with him at a 90 overall. Welcome to Chicago. And now a team that's made the conference finals and the Stanley Cup finals in the last 2 seasons adds in a 90 overall Roman Josi to play alongside a 96 overall Ben Dover. Yet again, 3rd season in a row, the Blackhawks will be 2nd in their division, 47, 28, and 7, 101 points on the season. We would still be a top 6 team in the league, so not really too much to worry about there. The Oilers were very good. Minnesota was up there. Tampa Bay again wins the President's Trophy. Shoresy will have his best season to date. 71 goals, 118 points. Crosby had 114, damn near a 100-assist season. Connor Bedard, 40 goals, 85 points. He is just simply taking a backseat to pretty much everybody else in this video. And for Pekka Pasta, 6 shutouts, a .913 save percentage, and only 36 wins. Connor McDavid's going to lead the NHL in scoring, 123 points. For goals, that would go to P. Shoresy, who had 71 on the season. If we take a look at the goaltenders, Ilya Sorokin had the most wins at 42, and the most shutouts will be Darcy Kemper with 7. As we play the Winnipeg Jets yet again in another first-round matchup. The good news is we did not get swept in the first round. The bad news is we lost in 5 games to Winnipeg, which honestly isn't great. We beat them last season. We added Roman Josi, and somehow we lose to them the following year. That doesn't really make a lot of sense in my opinion. Florida is going to sweep the fraudulent Jets in the Stanley Cup Finals. 4 straight games. They go back-to-back, win their second Stanley Cup in a row. McDavid will take home the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Shoresy wins another Maurice Richard. Quinn Hughes the Norris. Barkov the Conn Smythe. Darcy Kemper is going to win the Vezina, and Barkov also the Selke. As we head right back to the wheel, after honestly the most disappointing season thus far, we had Stanley Cup aspirations, added Roman Josi, and didn't even get out of the first round. And now we get to select from the Anaheim Ducks one lucky player to join our squad. Not really the greatest team to choose from. Honestly, I'm thinking about Troy Terry. He's a sniper, 86 overall, can play on that second line, which obviously will help out our depth and secondary scoring. I'm going to give up Pat Maroon. The dude is already retiring at the end of the season anyway, so Troy Terry, welcome to Chicago, 86 overall sniper. Not really a game changer, but definitely helps out our depth and secondary scoring. We got now on their second line, Troy Terry, Ryan Donato, and Teuvo Teravainen, so it gets a little bit better. Now, if you guys want to see Connor Bedard and the Blackhawks get it done, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We go live every single day, and I'm praying that Bedsy can finally win a cup and finally have some teammates. So the Blackhawks have their best season thus far of the video, 58, 20, and 4, 120 points. Probably poised to have our best shot at a Stanley Cup, as we also won the President's Trophy. Crosby's going to lead our team in scoring with 116 points. Shoresy potted 76 goals, so he was a monster in his own right. Roman Josi was damn near point per game. Bedard was very good. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed in Ben. Obviously, I do have him listed as a defensive defenseman, so he's not supposed to put up a lot of points, but 17 goals and 42 points at a 96 overall. I just think he can do a little bit better than that. There was one season where he had like 55, and speaking of 50, 16 and 4, 8 shutouts, and a 918 save percentage. Hand that man the Vezina. Crosby's going to lead the league in scoring, 116 points, and for goals, it will go to P. Shoresy. So we are literally primed to have everything a Stanley Cup champion needs, including a goaltender that can steal us not only a game, but also an entire series. Thankfully, we don't have the Jets again for the 3rd consecutive season. Instead, we play Kirill Kaprizov and the Minnesota Wild. We do take care of business in 6 against the Wild. Move on to play Winnipeg again, 3 years in a row up against the Jets. We are 1-1 against them. Hopefully, we can win this one. We actually are down 2-1 after the first 3 games. Game 4 is going to be big. We got an 8-0 victory. God damn, we definitely showed up. We lose game 5, and our season is on the line. All right, come on, Chicago. In Winnipeg, we've been here before. First period, 2-2 tie. Josi and Foligno. Second period, 3-3 tie. Connor Murphy. Where are the big dogs? Vlasic. Where is Shoresy? Come on now. The dude scored 76 in the regular season. Not a single one in an elimination game. That is unacceptable. 11 minutes remaining here in the period. Come on, Chicago. We need to pull through here. The Blackhawks faithful, they want to see a Stanley Cup. The clock is ticking here in Game 6. There we go. Joe Veleno with Cole Perfetti out of nowhere. I cannot believe that, man. How the hell did we give up a goal late in the 3rd period like that? All right, Chicago, we got to cook here. Over Bedard, shooting and flashing the leather is Connor Hellebuck. All we need to do is score 1 goal, take this series back to 7. Nice shot there, right on the shin pads. Backhand rebound, Crosby, Shoresy. Somebody put it home, please. All right, Kyle Connor going to lead the rush for the Jets. Connor over to Ehlers. Nice. The big bend over. Turns it over, though. Get it out, boys. Here we go. The big dog, Shoresy. Over to Bedard. Bedard loses that puck. Are we serious right now, Connor? Come on, Bedard. All right, Sid, make something happen. Sid the Kid Crosby just saucing it right on Mark Scheifele's tape. That is an unacceptable pass by Sid. The other way, Kyle Connor shooting. Nice save by Pekka Pasta there. Come on, Shorzy. Over to Josi, over to Bedard. The big dogs are feasting right now. Connor Bedard waiting. Over. Bend over. Red Rover. He almost had another game winner. Ben again. And Hellebuck will make the nice save. Come on, Chicago, man. 13:43 left to go in the overtime. Here in Game 6. Winnipeg trying to advance to round number 3. Go to the conference finals for the first time in a long time. All right, Velarde coming into the zone. Gabe Velarde waiting. Finding the trailer. Cole Perfetti. That's the man that scored with like 16 seconds left. I thought we were primed for a Game 7. All right, 11:40 left to go here in the overtime frame. Game 6 in Winnipeg. The building is quiet as Chicago trying to advance. Donato, nice shot and a nice save by Hellebuck. Playoff Hellebuck's a fraud. We already know that. All right, big dogs got to eat. The big dogs got to eat. Get the big boys out here. Connor Murphy coming in the zone, finding Bedard, waiting. Connor Bedard whipping one on net. All right, I guess short. Crosby, oh my God, Sid had the game on his stick and he couldn't bury it. I thought for sure Crosby was going to put that puck in the back of the net. A snipe top titty. I guess he's not McDavid. Not everybody can score in the slot on Hellebuck. Get it out, Murphy, up to Crosby. Here we go. Sid the Kid, I need something here. 87-98. Crosby walking in, backdoor, and Bedard couldn't bury it. Shorzy hits Crosby in the face with the puck. We had full pressure, Chicago. What are we doing, man? 5:40 left to go in this period. Oh no, Nemestikov. Nice save by Pekka. Over to Shorzy. He's gassed, man. All right, the top line's gassed right now. The top line is absolutely gassed. Second line got to come out there. Uh-oh, Chris Tanev. Or is that Brandon Tanev? I think it's Brandon Tanev. Bedard. Oh no, Bedard getting walked like a middle schooler. 3:26 left to go. Come on, I need to see an overtime winner before I hop out of here. Martinez moves it up to Donato. Ryan Donato to Teuvo Teravainen. Seriously, like, we don't even get a shot on net there. We had a 3-on-2, not even a shot on net. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. I want to see one here. Martinez, I got to get the big dogs back out there. I know they don't got any energy, but come on. The big boys got to eat. The big dogs got to eat, baby. Finding. There it is. Crosby shooting. Nice save by Hellebuck. Crosby's down, man. No, Sid. You got to get up. Come on, Crosby. Less than a minute to go. Your team needs you. Bend over. Ben, you got to get back. Play this man one-on-one. Nice defense by Bend over. P. Shorzy, no energy. Over to Bedard. Bedard loses the puck. I mean, offensively, these guys are strained. They're damn near taking a heart attack out there on the ice. Roman Josi. Skating it itself. Go, Josi. Skate it yourself, brother. You have the energy with 25 seconds to go. It is all you, dude. Kyle Connor. Over to Neil Pionk. Gonna lead the rush. One final rush for Winnipeg here. Kyle Connor. No! Kyle Connor will eliminate Chicago as we do not even make the conference finals. Again, Sid would lead the way. 19 points in 12 games. Shorzy only had 9 goals. I honestly expected a little bit more out of him. Bedard was decent. What about Pekka Pasta? Did he do his job? I mean, arguably the worst playoff run thus far with Pekka Pasta. Somehow, someway, the two fraudulent teams make the Cup Finals and Winnipeg sweeps Toronto, winning their first Cup in franchise history. Shorzy is going to win the Ted Lindsay and Maurice Richard. The Art Ross will go to Crosby. Also, the Hart Trophy. Cale Makar is going to win the Norris. Josh Morrissey, the Conn Smythe. Pekka Pasta got his first ever Vezina. And McDavid with the Selke yet again. If I'm being honest right now, we need a big player. We need a team with multiple superstars that I can choose from, and we're going to be landing on none other than the New York Rangers. Now, because of the simple fact that we have a starting goalie in Pekka Pasta, I would have taken Igor, but instead, a 95 overall Artemi Panarin is headed back to Chicago once again. Our lineup, at least forward core, gets to spread out a little bit more now that we have Shorzy, Crosby, and Panarin on that first line. Bedsy now has his own line with Troy Terry and Teuvo Teravainen. Yet again, Chicago was very, very good, winning 57 games, back-to-back President's Trophies, and hopefully this can be the season that we go all the way. We got P. Shorzy leading the way with 72 goals and 112 points. Sid had 104. Breadman had 100. And for Pekka Pasta, he had 7 shutouts, a .915 save percentage, and 46 wins. Finals. This is the second time in this video that a defenseman is going to lead the NHL in scoring. Quinn Hughes with 113 points, and for the most goals, it is none other than the best goal scorer of all time in P. Shorzy. Pekka had the most wins out of any goaltender at 46, and for the most shutouts would also be him. He's probably going to win back-to-back Vezinas. And in round number 1, the Blackhawks are going to play the Colorado Avalanche, who are a very tough team. It is a gentleman's sweep in round number 1, 5-game series up against the Avs. We now move on to play Dallas in round number 2. I mean, we are heavy Stanley Cup favorites at this point in the video, so we should be going on deep runs, we should be making cup finals, and we should be winning the Stanley Cup. But right now, we're down 3-1 to goddamn Dallas. We win Game 5, force a Game 6, force a Game 7 back on home ice to see if we can head back to the conference finals. Come on, Chicago. First period, 2-1 lead. Second period, 3-1 lead. And no way! Rantanen and Sagan in the third period. Are we really going to blow it? The Blackhawks have absolutely fallen apart, and the Dallas Stars have beaten us in a 7-game series. P. Shorzy did his thing, damn near goal per game with 11 in 12 games, also 15 points. Sid had 15, Panarin had 13, Bertuzzi 10, Connor Bedard, I gotta be honest, man is just not producing. And for goalies, Pekka Pasta was okay, 50-50. And for the Stanley Cup, it would be the Tampa Bay Lightning beating the Winnipeg Jets in 6 games in the finals. Shorzy's going to take home the Ted Lindsay, Maurice Richard, Hart Trophy, Art Ross. We go to Quinn Hughes as well as the Norris. We got Braden Point winning the Conn Smythe, Pekka Pasta with a second straight Vezina, and Barkov with another Selke. Honestly, what is it going to take to just get like a powerhouse team like Colorado, Dallas, Edmonton? Give me somebody good here. No way. We just got the Philadelphia Flyers. Not the greatest of options. We could take a young gun in Matvei Mishkov or Travis Sanheim, but I think I'm going to go with Konechny. He's a two-way forward, 89 overall. He can slide in nicely with Bedard on that second line. So that means our top 6 just slightly gets better with Troy Terry, Bedard, and Konechny as our second line. Of course, Breadman, Crosby, and Shorzy is probably the best first line in the entire league. By far and away the best season in this video. 62 wins, 15 regulation losses, 5 in overtime for 129 points. That is 3 consecutive President's Trophies, and still not a Stanley Cup in sight. Surprisingly enough, Breadman's going to lead our team in points. Actually, him and Sid would tie at 119 apiece. Shorzy had less points, but way more goals at 69. And for Pekka Pasta, he was goddamn good. A 925, 6 shutouts, and 47 wins. Probably his third Vezina in a row. Artemi Panarin's going to win the Art Ross Trophy, leading the league in scoring with 119 points. And Shorzy's going to take care of the goals department with 69 on the season. So 69 for number 69. Round 1, we play Minnesota yet again. I swear to God, Chicago, y'all need to wake up. This is no excuse to lose. We have a loaded roster. We got to get it done. I don't know how we're going to 7 games up against Minnesota with the roster that we have, but nonetheless, we are here. First period, 2-1 lead for the Wild. Second period, we tie it up. Come on, Chicago. I am sick and tired of losing, and I'm sick and tired of, honestly, disappointing playoff exits. Like, we're not even making the conference and the finals. And right now, we're going to life and death against the Minnesota Wild. Third period, there we go. Connor Bedard, series winner. We now got Dallas in round number 2, so hopefully we blow by them, win game 1, win leading 3-0 in that series. We actually end up sweeping them off to the conference finals. This is our year. We got Seattle in the conference finals. Oh, come on now. 4-game easy sweep. Get these bums out. Are we serious? Are we actually serious, dude? How the hell are we at a 2-2 series tie? We lose 3 in a row. Okay, well, I guess Seattle's just a team of destiny. We're going to sit back, roll over. There it is, Seattle. They are headed to the Stanley. Oh, wait, no, they're not. We got overtime. Come on, Chicago. Force a game 7. No way! Capo Caco on La Pekka Pasta. Well, I was not wrong. Seattle was a team of destiny as they beat Toronto in Game 7 in the Cup Finals. Individually, Bedard showed up. He had 10 goals and 17 points in 17 games. Troy Terry was decent. Shorzy wasn't at his all-time best. Crosby was a little bit bad as well. All right, we got Philly last time. Not a great team. Give me a good team to choose from here. Yes, Vancouver. Yes, 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 yes. We got the Vancouver Canucks. I would have chose JT Miller, but he's no longer on the team, so I guess I got to settle with a 96 overall Quinn Hughes. If we don't win it heading into next season, I really don't know what it's going to take for the Blackhawks to win the Stanley Cup. We now slide Quinn Hughes on that top D pair alongside Bendover, 2 96 overall defensemen, and then, oh yeah, we go to Roman Josi as our third best defender at a 90 overall apiece. Chicago, surprisingly, adding Quinn Hughes is going to make us have a worse record from last season, only 56 wins. Again, another President's Trophy, but I'm not going to get a little too high here and get my hopes up. P. Shoresy's going to lead our team, 78 goals, 121 points. Breadman had 110, Crosby with 105, and Pekka Pasta had a 920, so we are literally everything a Stanley Cup champion would want. We just need to go out there and honestly get it done. Shoresy again, most points in the NHL, also the most goals, 78 goals and 121 points. Our quest to the Stanley Cup begins in round 1 against Minnesota. We've played them multiple times, we've beaten them multiple times, but we gotta win the cup. Little bit of a speed run to the conference finals, 8-3 record thus far. We play the Oilers yet again, obviously a very good team. I think we are better, and we should be able to sim a little bit better as we are up 2-1 in the series. 3-1. All right, we go to a game 6. Come on. Close the show in Edmonton. No, we got to go to a game 7 yet again. Conference finals, game number 7, first period. Jeff Skinner on Pekka Pasta. Second period, what is going on? Shoresy and Bendover get a pair, or get one each, I should say. We're at a 2-2 tie right now. 15 minutes to go here in the third period. Come on, Chicago. I need somebody to step up. Who is going to be the new Showtime of this Blackhawks team? Is it going to be Bedard? Will it be Shoresy? Will it be Quinn Hughes? Can somebody pot a goddamn goal? I'm sick and tired of this team not being able to score. We got to go to overtime in game 7. It doesn't get any more nerve-wracking than this. Come on, Chicago. No way! Victor Arvidsson, of all people, is going to score on Pekka Pasta. Well, Tampa Bay, we're going to have to watch them win another Stanley Cup in this video. Whoop-de-doo-da-day. I honestly feel like I'm getting screwed. I'm tired of getting gypped. Give me a good team and give me a Stanley Cup, EA. We're going to be able to choose from the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo's not a horrible choice. I mean, there's a few viable options in Rasmus Dahlin, Tage Thompson, even a guy like Alex Tuck, but I think we got to upgrade our decor. Go with Dahlin. He's a 92 overall, the highest rated player on Buffalo. Welcome to the Blackhawks. Not only do we have the best top 6 in the league, but we also have the best top 4 defenders. We got Bendover, Quinn Hughes, Josi, and Dahlin, all above a 90 overall. Yet again, another 60-win season by the Blackhawks, 62. We won the President's Trophy now for 5 years in a row, I believe, and we still don't have a Stanley Cup. Shoresy had 57 goals, 101 points, as well as Artemi Panarin. Quinn Hughes had 92. Pekka Pasta did his job as per usual. We got the Oilers in round number 1, literally the team that defeated us last season, so honestly, not the best matchup to get in the first round. Funny enough, we were actually down 3-1 in this series against Edmonton. We won 3 straight games, all via quick sim, so I'm going to quick sim game 7. I'm not going to mess anything up. Come on, Chicago. No, another loss. When is this going to end? Screw it. I do not care who wins the Stanley Cup. We got to get back on the wheel. We got to get another player, and we got to win the Stanley Cup, man. No, not the Islanders. Not the New York Islanders. Not really a team that I wanted to get, but here we are. The Islanders. Noah Dobson's an 88 overall. Add him to our decor instead of Pollock. I mean, Bo Horvat's not big. Matt Barzell. We're going to go with Noah Dobson at an 88 overall. The best defense core in NHL history, perhaps, is the Chicago Blackhawks. Noah Dobson is our 5th best defenseman at an 88 overall. Let that sink in. Chicago has been dominant for the past 6 seasons. I mean, 62, 17-3, 127 points, 6 straight President's Trophies. All of this individual stuff doesn't even matter. I'm not going to lie, though. We are not a great offensive team. Only one player over 100 points, and that was Sid with 105. We got to play the Dallas Stars in round number 1. Maybe it's our conference or even our division. The fact that we got to play tough teams right out of the gate is slowing us down on a potential Stanley Cup. We dominated the Stars in 5 games, move on to Winnipeg here in round number 2. I'm hoping for an easy series yet again, as we are off to the conference finals with an 8-2 record. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. We have the Vegas Golden Cheaters in the conference finals. I believe this is only our 2nd time in the Stanley Cup finals. Here with Chicago, we're facing the Hurricanes. We split the first 2 games. We need to win. We win game 3. Can we win game 4? Please, Chicago. Yes, we head back to the United Center. Game number 5 with the Stanley Cup in the building. Let's see what we can do. First period, 2-1 lead for Carolina. I don't like that. Second period, we tie things up. On the power play, bald head himself, Artemi Panarin. We're sitting at a standstill, outplaying them. The shots are 28-18. Come on, Chicago. I need somebody to bury one. I need to take the... No! Dmitry Orlov on Pekka Pasta. Not looking too great for the Blackhawks, as the pressure of winning it on home ice has kind of gotten to them, and now we got to go win it on the road in Carolina. I really do not want to go back to Chicago for a Game 7. All the momentum on Carolina's side, and right now, we got a 2-1 lead entering the third period. Never mind. Jesperi Kotkaniemi right away on Pekka Pasta. Can you do your job, Pasta? Oh my God, Seth Jarvis. No, there's no way we're going to blow a 3-1 series lead in the Cup Finals, please. We fought so hard to get back here. It's been like 10 years. We got the Stanley Cup Finals in year number 1. Haven't been there since. And unfortunately, we got to go back to Chicago for a Game 7 on home ice. Game 7, here we go. First period, 1-0 lead. Second period, we tie things up. I don't like how close it is, man. The Sim engine has not been on our side. Carolina's just feasting on Pekka Pasta somehow, some way. Even though I'm pretty sure they've been outshot every single game in this series. We're at a standstill, though. 7 hard miles. Can somebody score for Chicago? 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Oh my God, it is getting down to the nitty-gritty right now. All right, it's Game 7 yet again. Overtime, winner. Whoever scores wins the Stanley Cup. So come on, Chicago, don't let me down. We came all this way not to lose. Crosby over to Panarin, back in the middle. Oh, I don't like this at all. Your mom's a hoe coming the other way. 2-on-1, Ben. Ben, you got to get a stick on it, Ben. Beautiful stick by Bendover. Big stick, Ben. All right, come on. Artemi Panarin. We got full pressure. We don't have full pressure. We got full attack. Shorzy coming in the zone. P. Shorzy waiting. Oh, my God. All these extra passes are not needed. Oh, my God. Who was that? Was that Breadman with the shot? I think it was, too. Oh, loses that puck. Crosby over to Panarin. Artemi Panarin loses it. It's just a cluster, man. Complete cluster. Crosby back to Hughes. Breadman right off the shin pads of Shorzy. I don't like that at all. Back to Ben. Shooting. He's got no energy. The netminder has no energy at all. Backhander. Freddie Anderson's going to make the glove save. We have full pressure, or we're very close to getting full pressure. All right, we're like a tick away. Come on, Sid. You got to snap this draw back, buddy. Crosby on the draw. He wins it. Back to Ben. Over to Hughes. Over to Shorzy. Ripping one. Oh, my God. It's just hitting the shin pads of our own players, man. It's not even a registered shot on net. Uh-oh. Fast coming in. Fast. Easy save by Pekka Pasta. Bedard. Oh, no. Bedard lost the draw. Orlov rips it. Nice save by Pekka. Beautiful save by Pasta. In the middle. In the middle. Oh, my God. Please cover it up. Get the big dogs out here. All right. I took a timeout. We got everybody well rested, and the big dogs are back out there. I mean, look at this 5-man lineup. Crosby, Shorzy, Hughes, Breadman, and Bendover. It doesn't get any better than this. Come on, boys. I got attribute effects 10 out of 10, so we should be able to score. Hughes coming in. Quinn Hughes over. Come on. Artemi Panarin. That's unacceptable, dude. Nice. Crosby, win that puck battle. Sid needs some help, man. Crosby needs some help in the corner. Where is our forecheck? I have full attack right now. We're not even attacking the puck. Oh, no. Taylor Hall coming in. Lose it to Ben. Over to Hughes. Over to Sid. Finding P. Shorzy. You got some room, Shorzy. You got to cook here. Come on, P. Shorzy. Over. Crosby ripping it. Nice save by Frederick Anderson. Back out to Crosby. Crosby back to the point to Hughes. To Breadman. Finding Ben to Hughes. Hughes trying to... Nobody's willing to shoot the puck, man. We got less than 8 minutes to go in overtime. Game 7 OT is literally taking years off my life right now. We don't have any energy. We quite literally have no energy whatsoever, and we can't get in the offensive zone. We've had the majority of chances here in overtime, but yet to seal a deal. 45 shots. Nice. Breadman to Sid. Back to the point to Hughes. Hughes misses the net by a country mile. Oh, my God. If only they could hit the net, man. Less than 5 to go. We got to regroup here. The big dogs are still out there, but they have no energy. They're getting steamrolled right now. No. Svechnikov to Burns. Nice save by Pekka Pasta. Beautiful, baby. Get it out, boys. Get it out. We don't have any energy. They have full pressure as well. Things are not looking too great for Chicago. Not at all. Get it out of the zone. We got to get our second line out there. Second line out on the ice. Sid's all alone. He needs help. Crosby What is going on? Is anybody back? Okay, we're back. Thank God. Seth Jarvis to Svechnikov. Shot. No shot to be had. Less than a minute remaining. Konechny shooting. Nice save by Frederick Anderson yet again. 53 seconds remain here in Game 7. The first overtime. We might have to go to 2. I need somebody to bury it, man. Why is Crosby still out there? Sid's been out there for half a minute. He's been out there for 5 minutes. Sid blasting one. Teuvo Teravainen. Teravainen in Gretzky's office. Finding Sid. Oh, he draws the penalty, though. Draws the penalty. Back to Yossi. Sniping it. Yossi, there it is! Roman Yossi, Stanley Cup winning goal. And finally, after many, many failures, the Chicago Blackhawks will go all the way. I gave Connor Bedard actual teammates, more than just teammates. I mean, the dude had a legit super team. This team was more loaded than my penis after months of not ejaculating. It was lights out. We were finally lights out come playoff time, and we got the job done, man. Like 11 years in, Artemi Panarin is going to be the Conn Smythe winner with 6 goals and 20 points. He shaved his head for a Conn Smythe trophy, sold his soul. We had a 3-1 series lead. We blew it, but luckily in Game 7 in the United Center with Chicago faithful in the attendance, we got the job done. We needed so much talent on Chicago to finally win them a cup, and P. Shorzy is our captain, so he's going to come up and raise it for the Blackhawks as finally, first time since 2015, they are Stanley Cup champions. Fair enough that Artemi Panarin was the Conn Smythe Trophy winner, had the most points on our team. Crosby had 19, Shorzy with 12 goals, 16 points, and for Pekka Pasta, a .917 save percentage. It got the job done. McDavid will win the Ted Lindsay and the Hart Trophy. Art Ross to Leon, Maurice Richard to Shorzy. Quinn Hughes is going to win the Norris. We got Breadman as the Conn Smythe winner. Vezina to Pekka Pasta, and Sasha Barkov the Selke. Well, that is going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I would like to say thank you all for watching, and until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.